Live.
And we're live.
Oh, hold on.
How's
Let me
it
just check
going,
that we're
everyone?
good.
Yeah, let's see if we're in. Our first live stream, yep. There it is. So we're just waiting on one more team here to start off the
Oh,
mocks.
we're in. All right. Shit. Sorry, Brandon. Welcome back, everyone, to our free agents frenzy mock draft. A little excited. We got some things we want to talk about. Figured why not do a little live stream instead of have a video up in a few days. Just chat, give you some live day of coverage of free agency, and yeah, why not? Let's get this thing started. Brandon, what did you think about today?
I think it was a big day, especially for you as a Vikings fan. We saw
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins going to the Falcons. Tough and a lot of big moves, especially the running back market and the defensive line market and the offensive line market. Huge contracts there. We saw a guy like Robert Hunt, who isn't really a big name, and he got 20 million a year. So, especially the guards on the offensive line, they really got paid today. So
They
that's
got paid.
gonna be a
Everyone
big
got paid today.
talking point. So here we got
I
it
think
filled up. I'm excited to see what the value on certain players are. Like a guy like Tony Pollard nowadays in Tennessee. How are people going to value him?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we were all high on Tajay Spears last year, and now to have a
Yeah,
guy like TP come in, make it more of a committee. But I mean, it makes sense because the league's moving towards more committee backfields than just the one
yeah.
back taking the whole load. It's just it sucks for Tajay. I honestly I had stock in him this year in fantasy, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, so we're going to
Just setting
start
up
it
the
up now.
randomizer.
Oh, yeah, it's draft a randomizer. Thanks for reminding me on that.
Randomize. I'll just send a message randomizing.
Yeah, there you go. What pick did I have? Oh, 106.
Shit,
We're right next to
586.
each
Let's
other.
go.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Wait,
So here we
Brandon, I
go.
don't know if you see the screen.
Yeah. What's happening?
Check on StreamYard.
Oh. Is it good now? No, wait, let me I got it. There you go. It's
Chase
fine.
Edmonds to the Bucks. That's better, yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna start it up now. Here we go. Heem's here. The first pick. So we want to start it off with for
I mean, I feel like the big one, the biggest name going into free agency at least this year was Kirk Cousins. So
yeah, I'll let you lead it off because I know you got a big opinion on them.
honestly, one thing I have to say, right, is we really take it for granted how many moves happen on free agency. Unless your team's in it, you don't realize like just the players flying by out the bat. It's nuts. Like I was never excited. Well, I've been excited for free agencies, but I wasn't expecting much. Unlike this year. This year I was expecting a lot. And Pickle's gone. Unfortunate. We knew it was coming. At least for the Vikings, they
Okay.
were playing hardball with him, and I think it's a mistake personally because if you look at the contract he received, right, he got what 180 mil over 5 years, 90 of it guaranteed,
Yeah, it's a huge.
and the 90. It's a huge number, yes. Here I'm just gonna do Joe Burrow here. It's a huge number, yes, but the thing with that is it's very front heavy. Like he's only getting paid in the first 2 years of his contract, really. He's getting like 85 year 1 and 2, and then you're gonna have like 10 mil guaranteed the rest. So you can really spread out that contract. Oh, I like that CJ Stroud there at 6.
Yeah, I was debating between him, Jefferson, and Herbert. I wasn't too sure. I wanted to kind of change it up for Jefferson, but I don't know. Then it gets a bit ugly with the quarterbacks. So.
Yeah, no, I don't hate that. Just so everyone knows, we're doing a Superflex Dynasty startup draft, so it's a little different. That's why all the quarterbacks are going early.
Hmm.
Usually it'd be like wide receivers, running backs here, and we'll see. But yeah, no, what did you think about that Kirk Cousins move? I mean, as a fan, I hate it, but
I'm not
I
gonna
get what
lie.
he's trying to do.
Like you said, it's a huge amount of money and a big investment on a guy coming off that injury that he's coming off of. It's just Atlanta's got the roster. We saw it last year. Their defense was like, I'd say above average, especially with Jesse Bates coming in. I feel like he had an All Pro year, and then
Mhm.
we know we know what the weapons they have in Bijan and Kyle Pitts, Drake London. So they really just needed a quarterback, and I think they're really the favorites to win this division now.
Mhm. I
And
don't
yeah,
think it's
that's
it's too much of a debate, that division. At least I feel like now that
now
Kirk's in,
Tampa's still going to be a threat because even they were able to retain all their guys. So
I guess, but I don't know. It just sucks, man. I really thought we were gonna get it done. The longer it was going, I was like, "There's just Kirk coming back. The chances are getting higher, higher." And then it just like 3 o'clock hits Easter. It just crushed me.
now I know for the Vikings, like you, it hurts, but I think this is like what you guys needed because I feel like with Kirk, you're kind of just stuck in the same cycle, and now even if it doesn't work out with whoever you end up getting, at least you went for it. At least you guys are. Hopefully, you guys could trade up in the draft. That's what I'm hoping. You guys could go for a May, a Daniels. Now that New England signed Jacoby Brissett, maybe they'll be willing to trade out of the top three. So
Who knows? Yeah, that was an interesting signing. I didn't see that one coming. I thought New England was taking quarterback guaranteed, but maybe they don't. I don't know. They don't like the quarterback at 3. But as a Vikings fan, I love the quarterback at 3. So if you want to trade down, Kwesi's gonna send it and just go for it. Why not?
yeah, now
Well,
it's
let me
me
just
here.
check here.
Trevor
Dynasty, what's on the board?
Lawrence. Garrett Wilson is interesting. Honestly, value wise here, I think I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence.
That was my pick. I
Double
like Lawrence here a
quarterback.
lot. No, I think I go Garrett here. Lawrence was my second.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice pick there. Stroud Lawrence, that's a very nice stack going into Dynasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the receivers in the next round. But yeah, who we talk? We're still talking about Cousins in Minnesota. Yeah. So, what do you think they're gonna do? You think McCarthy's gonna be the play at 11 if he's still even available? I'm starting to see Buzz at 5, which to me is crazy. Spending a
Well,
top five pick.
the thing here is that for McCarthy, at least for me, you needed a bridge quarterback. You couldn't just bring him in and expect him to be like the generational guy. It's very possible. He can very well do that. It's just I believe McCarthy needs that competition, needs that sort of veteran leadership to just guide him through the first year at least. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a guy like, I don't know, say Jacoby
Darn.
Brissett come in or a Baker Mayfield or someone like that come in. Towards the end of the season, JJ McCarthy took over. I don't know how good he's going to be off the bat, but I don't hate it. My personal preference, if I was GM, I would try sending the absolute house for 2 or 3. Just go for it. Because Kwesi now, this year, he needs to hit a quarterback. He just got rid of Cousins. There's no one else available in free agency. All the big names, well, bigger named quarterbacks are gone unless you go get like Jameis Winston or something. You need to
Yeah,
hit a quarterback.
who's even the big name that's left? I think Darnold might be like the biggest guy left.
I think Darnold, Zach Wilson on the block,
Justin
and
Fields,
like
obviously.
Jameis Winston. Yeah, Fields too.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna pick McCarthy at this point, you guys got weapons on offense. You're already gonna have Jefferson. Well, I don't know when Hawkinson's gonna be back, but whenever he's back, Addison. So I feel like whoever comes in is gonna have at least, and you have a good offensive line as well. So I feel like he has the
Yeah,
weapons to succeed. If you're gonna pick him as high as 11, then like I think you could trust him to start right away.
I don't hate that. I do think he's. Oh my God, Tyreek Hill just staring me in the face. No problem.
That's a nice pick. I think here I'm gonna go for Ayuk. Just making sure I'm not missing out on anyone
BA.
here. What are the rookies looking like? What's Marvin Wentz.
I mean, I saw Caleb going at like the 109. That was crazy. But I guess that's his value, right? First overall pick, most likely.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Ayuk. I like my start though. I like my top three. Shout out Lawrence, Ayuk. Brees Hall was there. Damn. Not even realized.
I
It
was
was very
debating
on
between
brand.
Tyreek and Brees.
Ayuk.
I was debating between Tyreek and Brees. I was just scared of the Jets stack. I didn't want to have too many Jets players on my team.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he still got a nice roster though. Burrow, Wilson, Tyreek. I saw Tank Dell went 210. That's super early.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, guys really high on Tank Dell.
Mm-hmm.
Forgets about Nico Collins, but
Still on the
who are we
board.
to talk?
And even on Minnesota, they bring in Jonathan Grenard from Houston. Another Houston guy they brought in, Blake Cashman. And who was the last guy they brought in? Van Ginkel from Miami.
Dolphins,
who I know he was there when Flores was the DC, the head coach. Sorry, I'm pretty sure, right?
I'm pretty sure it was a rookie or he was coming early on in his career. I don't remember the exact year. But yeah,
So
he reunited with Flores. That's fun. Don't hate that.
yeah,
Let's be real.
just
You think Flores isn't telling Kwesi who to take here? Like,
I'm sure he has input.
I feel like Kwesi just gave him the keys.
Yeah, deservedly so, because we saw he wanted Mekhi Blackman last year, and he kind of worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted Ivan Pace, that worked out. So I'm sure even in the draft, he's gonna have a say.
I mean, depending what we do, right? I feel like, yeah, I hope we stack up that defense. We really need it. There's a few pieces. Just now, we need a quarterback more, so we're probably gonna go QB round 1, unless we trade down. I was seeing people say trade down for Michael Penix. I don't know how I feel about that. I can't lie.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Penix. I feel like he's more of a third round guy around there. Just the injury history, and I don't know how he's going to. You think or not, or don't think?
I don't think he's going to be an impact player right off the bat. Maybe potentially, but he's also older.
I mean, he feels really like Hendon Hooker last year. I don't know why. He's not as old as Hendon Hooker obviously was, but just the injury history and just the way he plays kind of reminds me of that. But anyway, let's move on to the second biggest in name, at least. Saquon Barkley signs with the Philadelphia Eagles. What was the term again? It was
I think it was 3 years, 42. Could it be?
I think it was 348, something like that. Anyway, 40-some, and yeah, that's a big acquisition for Philly. Obviously, they lost big pieces on their offensive line so far. Well, they lost Jason Kelsey and they lost Fletcher Cox, who isn't on the offensive line. They had two of their biggest leaders in that locker room, so that freed up a lot of money for them. And Saquon Barkley is one of the big guys to bring in. They also brought in Bryce Huff, so big moves. Howie Roseman, he likes to make these big moves.
Howie Roseman loves making moves. And, sometimes they work out for him. Oh, my God, I just saw it here. Kirk Cousins, Sleeper doesn't have it updated. It still says Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
He still belongs to Minnesota until Wednesday, but, I mean, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go Devontae Smith.
I
don't even know how I feel about that.
No problem.
Yeah, I was looking because I'm like between Etienne and Achan. I couldn't decide. So I'm like, I feel like Devontae was like my favorite of those receivers left.
Zay Flowers is nice coming up if you can snag him. Getting a real young team there. I like it.
Yeah, I feel like it's. There goes Saquon, who we're just talking about. I feel like his value is going to be super high in redraft, especially.
With that O line, I mean, they lost Jason Kelsey, but still, it's a decent O line.
Yeah, with the way they were talking about Purdy this year, about how he has a super team and whatever, I want to see the same energy for Jalen Hurts this season. Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert, an elite offensive line. No excuses.
None.
They shouldn't be collapsing.
All you got to do is stack up on that defense in the draft, and you're chilling.
Yeah, because do they have their? I think they have their first round picks though. So
Pretty sure they should. But I mean, it's gonna be a middle of the pack. No, it's gonna be a late pick. What am I saying? Mid-20s, I believe.
well, they lost in the first round, so it should be still pretty decent.
Yeah, coming up here, I have a few guys in mind I like. But yeah, no, did you see the contract of Christian Wilkins? God damn.
Yeah, 27.5 million a year for Christian Wilkins. That's you know what?
Get
You know
paid,
how
my
it is
man.
though.
Get paid.
These linemen are always gonna, especially if you're like it's a premium position. So if you're at the top of that class, the free agency class, you're gonna get paid big time. I'm just surprised he went to the Raiders. Like I hadn't even heard their name in the conversation.
Yeah, that was an interesting pick. Jordan Addison goes, oh my boy.
Yeah, I got a few guys.
Here,
I
you
want
know what?
line.
I'm gonna take a guy that I have stock in now, especially after this today.
Kyle Pitts. I like it. I like it. I was looking at him. I was looking at Andrews, but ultimately here, I think I'm gonna go with Devin Achan. Like I
Yeah,
like
why
his
not take
upside,
QB1?
especially with. I know Mostert had a great year this year, but him getting older, I feel like if it's not this year, then by next year he should be putting up
I
huge
agree with
numbers. And
you
we know
there.
how much of a game changer he is, and how he can have huge spike weeks. So I like Devin Achan.
He's got that speed. Thing that Miami has in common: speed amongst all their players,
I'm really
all their
liking my
skill
team so
position
far, though.
players.
Yeah, let's see
I'm
what the
really liking my
rookies are
team.
looking like that are left. Brock Bauer is still available, which
Brock.
see if you can.
That could be fun.
JJ is still available. If he's gonna go as high as top 5, his value's gonna change in here. But yeah, anyway, next we got another running back change team. Josh Jacobs
Yeah, that was
went
wild.
to Green Bay, which to me I think that's the most surprising one of the day.
I agree.
Like I really did not think that Green Bay was going to be parting ways with Aaron Jones today, and I didn't think they would be signing another huge, big time running back. So that was just weird to me. I think I don't know. Who do you think is better though between the two, Aaron Jones or Josh Jacobs?
I was having this debate with this guy at work, right? And I said they're two different backs. Aaron Jones is that type of running back that can carry the workload, whereas no, sorry, Josh Jacobs is the type of back that can like that little power back. He is elusive,
Mm-hmm.
but not as elusive as Jones, and he can definitely handle the load, like a full time workload more than Aaron Jones. It's just I like Aaron Jones because he's more elusive, and I find he's better out the backfield than Josh Jacobs. So
Yeah,
I feel like it's weird. I just feel like Green Bay never trusted Aaron Jones for whatever reason it was. Just the way they handled him was weird. They always had AJ Dillon sort of compete with him, even though we knew like Aaron Jones was the far more efficient back. It's just weird.
yeah, yeah. I also found it weird. To me, I don't really have a preference between the two. Like you said, they are different backs, so it's really what they prefer. Do they want a more? I feel like Aaron Jones is better out the backfield, and as a pure rusher, I prefer Jacobs.
Mhm.
So it's really what their preference was, and he got paid. I think he got a 4-year deal, so he's going to be on their books for a while, and they better like their decision.
Yeah, literally 4 years at like no, he got 12 million per year. Could it be?
Yeah, he did. But his
Okay,
was a
so he got
4-year
four
deal.
year 48.
Okay, so it was him then. Yeah, it's possible.
He got 12 million per.
So many numbers today that
I think it was wild. Like
losing
I
count.
a lot of action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here on my next pick, I
Or,
think I'm gonna go running back again. I'm gonna go James Cook. I really like my.
no, that's my. I wanted him. Nice pick. Nice pick.
That's a nice one too. I like that.
You know what? Here, I think I'm gonna round off my wide receiving group. I got Garrett Wilson, my future stud, the young stud receiver. I'm gonna go along with another young stud. I like JSN here.
Interesting. I've been seeing a lot of debate on JSN if you would trade JSN for the 108 because there is like that tier in the rookie drafts where
Mhm.
once it hits 107, Roma Dunze goes, and after that, it's kind of like a crapshoot. A lot of receivers like Brian Thomas and 80 Mitchell and all these guys could go there. So who would you prefer, the 108 or JSN?
I think I prefer JSN just because Tyler Lockett's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Changing of the guard also in Seattle. Front office is different. I think they're gonna stick with their younger guns, and JSN's production towards the middle second half of the season was good. So I would trust him more than any of those receivers right now. So I'd probably want JSN instead of the 108.
Yeah, especially now that we don't know the landing spots of these guys, I'd probably agree. Actually, you know what? I think maybe I take the 108 because I'd imagine McCarthy might be there, and if he's gonna go in the top, that might be interesting. But let's say McCarthy isn't available. Let's say it's just for the receivers. I think I take JSN. He showed his flashes at the
Yeah,
end
I
of
think
last
I would
year,
agree with
but
you.
yeah, like you said with Lockett, I think he's gonna be kind of phased out in a new regime. So yeah,
Here I'm having a choice. I'm scouting out my next pick. I want to go running back here. I'm looking at going a rookie, but I don't know if it's too early. I feel like it's a little early.
Trey Benson. I know you like
Blake
Corum,
Corum.
so yeah.
Love me some Blake Corum. I think this guy's going to be phenomenal. It's just doing these mocks pre-draft is really hard just because we don't know where rookies are landing.
Yeah.
So like on
Ramondre
paper, this can
Stevenson,
look
I would
really
like that.
nice. Well, Ramondre is interesting. It's true. Tony Pollard too got moved. We forgot to talk about him.
Hawkinson goes there. I don't know. I feel like right now the receivers is like a dead zone. These are all guys I don't.
I don't mind these guys as bench players. Like if I were to pick anyone up, I'd probably go Tay or Cooper Kupp. Hold on, wait. Does I make? I'm just gonna go Blake Corum here. You know what? Change it up a little bit.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I usually don't even take him, but I feel like he just drops so much. I took him in the last one that we did. I'm gonna take Travis Kelce. Or actually, no, I'm not gonna take Kelce.
Travis Kelce, yes
No, I
sir.
could
Actually, I need a
on
second quarterback. I completely forgot. This is interesting.
I hate this pick. I took Devontae Adams. I don't even like that pick, especially now that Gardner Minshew is the quarterback there. Which I guess we can move on to that.
Mania.
I was surprised with that for Vegas. I thought they would wait for the draft and maybe move up, but they have the 13th pick. I don't know, even them, they're in a really tough spot, Vegas. I don't know what to think about their team.
They're in a weird spot, right? Because they're just like middle of the pack. You don't have your quarterback of the future. I don't think Minshew's the answer. Maybe people disagree with me, but you don't have your future quarterback. You're drafting somewhere in the middle. Like, what do you do? And then you go bring in a guy like Christian Wilkins. To me, it doesn't make sense because you have such a middling roster, right? They're like what the Vikings are, kind of similarly, but just like worse.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say. I was really gonna say you guys are like a better version of them. Because at least you guys have Jefferson, Addison. For them, they have Devontae Adams, but he's like aging. So by the time that these guys are even gonna become decent, he's probably gonna be out of there.
They're
So
the perfect example I have for these guys is they're the Minnesota Vikings 2 years ago when we still had all those vets on the roster
yeah, but you
and
still
those
had
aging.
before this is, but you still had Jefferson. You still had guys.
Yeah, I guess, but we had Cook, we had Thielen, we let go, we had Eric Hendricks, we let go. There's too
Even
many vets on the roster that I mean they had their shots, they had their window, it didn't work out. Fine, you don't have a quarterback. Just go get one now. Make a
yeah, I
move.
don't know. I feel like between them and even Denver hasn't even gotten a QB yet. I don't know what they're gonna do, but in that division, those are the two that they're gonna be the bottom of that division for now. I think.
Yeah, because they're drafting at what, like in like the 12 to 17 range, like around there, right? Something like that.
Denver, yeah, it's really just gonna be a competition to who can trade up. So I'd be very surprised if there's no trade up this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, you had mentioned Tony Pollard earlier. he signed basically the exact same deal as DeAndre Swift to go to Chicago. So, and even that's another one that was super surprising to me. Pollard to Tennessee. I thought like I was bought into that Tajay Spears hype. Thankfully, I didn't make any trades to go pick him up because his value must be a lot lower now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's not a bad move though. Like after thinking about it, his best years in Dallas were with Zeke as a like change of pace back and with another guy. So that could be a difference there. And I think that could
Maybe it
probably
could be.
bring the best out of him because we saw last year he is not a number one back. He had his games here and there, but it wasn't great. Yeah,
I
I'm really
agree.
struggling at this point in the draft now. I'm looking. I think I'm favoring Josh Downs right now.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, he did it to me last time, so I gotta do it this time.
Josh Downs, he's going way too low. Like, holy crap, really low. Here, I'm going to go my
Mhm.
second quarterback. I'm going to take a chance here because I saw JJ McCarthy got taken a little bit earlier. So I'm going to go with someone I know you're high on. You sort of converted me. I'm buying into him a little bit more than I was. Will Levis.
Will Levis, there it is.
Like, between him and Baker, that was the perfect debate we had the other day.
Yeah, I still don't even.
There
And
it
there goes
is.
Baker right
There it
after.
is. I don't know.
Jahan
I like Will
Dotson.
Levis more than Baker just because he's younger, but I feel like they're similar quarterbacks in a way, but Levis has potential, so we don't know.
Yeah, I think Will Levis. There's still that upside, but I think with these recent days, I think I'm gonna go back to Baker just because the Mike Evans, Chris Godwin factor, plus Rashad White. They just got more weapons than Will Levis does.
Yeah, they do.
But unless Traylon Burks emerges, but I don't know. I thought they would move D Hop, which they still have time to do so, but I haven't heard anything on DeAndre Hopkins, so I'd imagine he's going to stay in Tennessee for another year.
Yeah, I would think. Looking here at the rookie, oh god, it is.
Yeah, it's really ugly. The board at this
It's getting
point.
it's getting pretty ugly.
Brian Robinson, I like that pick. I feel like I'm feeling a nice year for him. He's always been consistent, Brian Robinson.
He gets his touches, he gets his touchdown, he gets his goal line work. That's all you can ask for in a running back.
Now with
He's not the
Austin
most
Eckler in the
explosive.
mix, I feel like his value might go down and people might be scared to take him because of Eckler being there. But I'm not concerned about Eckler. We can go into that one.
I agree. I think this is the year you just take him.
Yeah, because Eckler's deal is 2 for like 11 mil, so he's basically making like 5.5 mil per year. So it's not a huge investment into Austin Eckler, and I think he's really going to be playing that Antonio Gibson role this year for them. So I'm still in on Brian Robinson, and if I can get him at a discounted rate, I'm loving it.
I really don't like any receivers here. Also, another guy I just saw on the list, Rashad Bateman, signing a little deal with the Jags. The Jags making some moves. They got him. They got
Did that
Gabe
actually have?
Davis.
I have my notifications off, so is that a thing now?
Bateman for no, it was earlier in the day. He signed like a 2-year, $8 million deal or something like that. I don't remember the exact, but that was here at this point.
80 Mitchell's a good pick there. I didn't even.
Yeah, that is a good pick, but I don't know. This low, I think I'll take a chance on Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. Did he? Did he? I don't think he signed today. Did he?
They're gonna bring him back.
That with them signing Duvernay and what else did they say? They signed another guy, bro. Gabe Davis. I don't know.
Oh no, it
Oh
wasn't
my!
Bateman. No, my bad. It was Duvernay. Holy crap, I got mixed up there.
I'll take Kittle here. I don't even like it. I feel like I should have gone Ingram instead, but whatever. Come on over, George.
Your boy. You like your boy.
But it stinks right now in this. The receivers, Jerry Judy also there. Another guy that moved recently. Not today, a few days ago, but they got him for dirt cheap.
Interesting.
I don't know what. I think he won't be playing on his 5th-year option, so I don't know what's up with him.
24 years old. He has a bit of potential, but I feel like with Judy, we know what we have in him. He's been in the league long enough for us to sort of to know he's not elite and just he's another guy, another body. Perfect wide receiver 2-3 range.
Yeah, especially for the price they paid, I don't mind it. And there goes Derrick Henry. He didn't sign today, which seeing all the guys go, I'm surprised he didn't. I don't even know where would be his landing spot. Maybe Baltimore, because they lost Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins is still on the market, so it really leaves them with just Keaton Mitchell, who's coming off a big injury. So you'd imagine they bring another body in, and Henry really feels like a Baltimore type back with how physical he is.
Austin Eckler, there he goes. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Mixon. Oh my. Zach Charbonnet, I love it. I think here I'm gonna go 2 receivers.
Yeah, my next pick, if this guy doesn't take Keenan Allen, that's what I'm going to go for. I'm already pretty young with Downs, Devontae Smith, and Ayuk, so with
Also, do you see the
Adams,
news? Deontay Johnson on the block.
yeah, I don't know. I know it's a Deontay Johnson guy, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of off the train now. Like, I like Deontay Johnson. I think he's a solid receiver. He could probably be a nice tool and on certain teams. Complement a number one, an alpha. Like,
Speaking of
it's
the
a spot that
Steelers,
would be. I don't know what his contract looks like for Deontay Johnson, but with the Jets, I feel like that would be a nice place for him.
that could be interesting. Put him behind Wilson with Rodgers. That should be fun. Plus, you have Brees out the backfield.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. That's a very good
Zamir
shot.
White. That's a great pick right there.
Wow, Noah Dub with a dub. Absolute killing it. 5 running backs on his lineup. That is nuts.
That's the thing now with
Doesn't have a wide
his
receiver
ADP.
though.
Yeah, he has Amari Cooper. He's got DJ Moore.
Missing his third, but that's nuts. That's a crazy snipe.
The ADP is like not adjusted, obviously, because all these moves just happened, and it is pretty early in the off season. But yeah, there's a lot of steals you could be getting right now. Yeah,
I'm
let
gonna
me
go
go
with
look
one
in
guy
the.
here.
What are you looking at? There
Looking at
goes Dion.
receiver. I was doing the double. Is your boy
D Hop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not surprised. Nick Chubb goes there. We're gonna go D Hop. I had someone I wanted, and I forgot who I was gonna take. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go double tight end. I feel like it's just a good value at this pick right now. I'm gonna go for Evan Ingram.
2 tight ends. Evan Ingram is crazy value. You know how much I love me some Evan Ingram.
We did
Hold on, let me
our
find
soft.
my
You know how much I like D Hop in this range, and I know like how
yeah
much you like Evan Ingram. So
the little swap,
this
a
is
little
the point in the
rotation right there.
draft where I feel like you can get the best value on tight ends, like because the other positions start to get a bit dry, and they're still very
There's Julio Peas
serviceable
on you.
tight end ones.
At least now, if we did a dynasty, there's some running backs I'm looking at that are still on the board. I'm like, oh my god, completely forgot about them. I can't even lie.
Yeah, I need to take a look. Yeah, we saw. Oh wow, I think I know which running back you're talking about.
Well, there's him. There's also JK.
Yeah, but well, actually, I'm not surprised because of the injuries coming off, but it's unfortunate to see J.K. Dobbins didn't get signed. Trey Benson's a good
Just
pick
getting
there.
disrespected.
Yeah, I really need to take a look at the rookies because I don't even think I've taken one yet.
Where's
Bo
my boy
next.
Malachi? Malachi Cole. He's still around.
Yes, sir. I think I need to go running back. Haven't.
Who are you the most impressed with today in free agency,
Ooh.
like move wise?
I was gonna say Minnesota, but like it's really undecided because I need to see what they do with the quarterback position. But I like the moves they made on defense, and I like that they didn't like like Kirk Cousins have all the leverage and just force them into overpaying for him. So I kind of like that. But who
I was
else?
honestly really surprised with Green Bay. I can't lie. They had a very good day.
Yeah, because they got McKinney as well, right?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Oh shit, it's true. I forgot you were taking Ty Chandler. I was like, no, I got sniped.
So yeah,
Take a
they
chance.
got McKinney. Did they do? I feel like they did one more move that I'm forgetting, unless it
Josh
wasn't
Jacobs.
anything. Yeah, but Jacobs, McKinney, and I think there was another one.
I think they
And
they released Aaron Jones, I believe.
yeah, they did. I don't know. I feel like the Jacobs Jones one is kind of just like a wash, and then McKinney. I feel like it was an okay day for them. Atlanta, obviously. No, maybe Atlanta's the winners. Because I feel
Atlanta
like
had,
a
yeah.
lot of guys that did a lot of teams that did big moves also have like like a lot of questionable stuff on the roster as well. So they're like the Raiders. They get Christian Wilkins, but then Gardner Minshew is going to be starting for them. How much do I really like that to make them winners?
Yeah. Even that Brian's Burns trade, that was just
Yeah, that's if you want losers, I could give you a loser right there. What is Carolina doing? Yeah, that's a big one that we forgot to talk about.
I have no idea what Carolina's doing down there. They traded their
Like,
future last year for Bryce. They're trading it again. Well, they're trading whatever they had left on defense this year.
yeah, because even Jeremy Chin didn't resign, so they're really
I don't
just
know
left for like
what they're
J.C.
doing.
Horn.
I mean, I'm gonna take a Carolina guy right now. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Carolina, like I get it was a huge contract that he signed, 30 mil a year for Brian Burns, but like who are they really paying right now where they just can't retain him? It's not like you got at least and plus they rejected the 2 first-round picks too, so that should have been like even more that should have made them want to keep him even more. I just
Oh, that
found that
was
really
funny.
weird.
Come on, that was funny. Guy, they rejected 2
No,
first
I
round
really
picks.
feel bad. I
The
feel bad for
reports said they're
Carolina
all in
for
on Brian's Burns. They're going all
oh
in.
shit.
He's their future. This and that. And they just let him walk for the Yannick Ngakoue package. Fuck, 2 1/5.
Who am I going for here? No, this is gonna be very early, but I'm gonna go Jalen McMillan. He's a guy who I'm starting to like a lot right now.
Jalen McMillan. Depending where he lands, he can be a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Marvin Mims.
Leggett still around? No, Leggett got taken 13th. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. 13th.
Yeah, and
Crap.
I need to go for Rattler.
Spencer, that's my 15th round snipe. I'll tell you right now. I don't think you're taking him.
Hell no.
Spencer Rattler. I like him. I like him as a prospect. Keep him behind someone. He's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm still looking for another running back. I think I might go for Gus Bus here. We know how Jim Harbaugh loves the run game, so
Yeah.
that one really didn't surprise me. He's such a like Jim Harbaugh type back, and I wouldn't be surprised if they even take Corum in the draft. So actually, was there any rookie running backs left that I like? I like Bucky Irving,
I
but I'm not
wonder
gonna
if
go Bucky
Quasey's
Irving.
Kitchen is open late tonight. Love that. I love that.
Is Daniel Hunter gonna be 4 seconds? Damn! I'm missing. I can't find them. Oh, Raheem Mostert. That's disgusting. I did not want that.
Auto pick.
Yeah, let me turn it off.
Those are the worst. All right. Anyways, let
That
me do
is
my
tough.
boy Malachi.
Yeah, I think I gotta start queuing up here.
That's what I do, guys. Queue your drafts. Do not
Well, I'm
queue
sure your
because then
clocks
the
in your
coaches
regular
can draft.
drafts will be more than 30 seconds, so you'll be fine. Well, I just queued up Treylon Burks for nothing.
Raylon.
There goes QJ. Isaiah Likely. Yeah, we got some other moves. There was actually, even as a winner, like we were talking about Brian Burns, I feel like the Giants, like I know they lost Saquon, but I'm not even like mad at them with the amount of money it would have cost and how many positions they have to fix. Spending
Yeah.
12 and a half, 13 million on a running back. I don't hate that they didn't go for that. And getting Brian Burns, that defense, I think you can make an argument that's the best defensive line in the league.
No, for sure. You
Dexter
that D line
Lawrence,
is stacked.
Kayvon Thibodeau, and Brian Burns is insane.
Also, what's his name? Just re-upped. Is it Darius Smith re-upped with
The Browns,
the Browns? That was pretty funny. This is Big Z.
your boy.
Spencer Rattler, my boy.
Sam
Where is
Darnold.
he? Future Minnesota Vikings starting quarterback.
So yeah, our last round here.
Hayden O'Connell. No way.
All the
That's nuts.
quarterbacks going here.
Okay, we got to keep
Yeah,
that quarterback. Oh, Luke Musgrave. Give
after
me
the draft,
Spencer.
there goes Rattler, and I'm gonna go Gus here. I like that value. So yeah, that's the end of my draft. And yeah, you want to go over some of these teams and see, give some rankings, some ratings.
Yeah, we can go over it. We can go over our teams quick. Just the thought process there. Like, what were you thinking in your draft?
Yeah, for me, I really just wanted to go the double stack at quarterback. It's always nice to have two studs. But I feel like this year, like from what I've been seeing, like a guy like Drake May going 402, I don't mind even waiting for the third round to snag him up. Or a Jaden Daniels, 'cause I feel like they're going pretty low. Until they get drafted and they have landing spots, I feel like they're going to still be going pretty low. But once they're drafted, they might be going higher. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. And then I go Ayuk, Devontae Smith, solidify my 1-2 a receiver. Then my two running backs, which I usually don't go running backs, like two running backs this early. Maybe I'll grab one, but I felt like James Cook and A-Chain, the value was there, and these are two of my favorites. So grab them there, two young guys. And then here I started to get a bit older with my picks here with Devontae Adams, Josh Downs, obviously younger guy, but George Kittle, Keenan Allen, Evan Ingram. Guys that could still help me compete right away. Then Ty Chandler, a guy who is getting a lot of value after the Madison cut and should be starting in Minnesota unless maybe Derrick Henry or one of these guys signs there, which I doubt. Then Jalen
Hopefully not.
McMillan out of Washington. Then Raheem Mostert, who I auto-picked, and Gus Edwards, the new Los Angeles Charger. I like my team, pretty solid. I feel like it has its strong spots, and I think I go either way with this team. It's pretty flexible, and it's not really picking a certain direction. It's pretty flexible.
No, that's what I like. Your team's open to, like you said, it's either direction. You can go win now type of thing, or you can tank also.
Mm-hmm.
Barring a few injuries, whatever happens with the team, you have pieces that are going to be there long term, which is always nice.
What about yours?
So I just wanted to have fun with it. I like receivers a lot in Dynasty. So obviously going Burrow with the fifth overall pick, I feel like between Burrow, Herbert, Stroud, AR, I just like Burrow the most. Obviously he's coming off injuries, little concerned, but we saw what happened when he came off his season one ending injury. Season two just tore the league down and went to the Super Bowl. So I have absolute faith in Burrow. Then Wilson and Tyreek, I really like that one to a receiver. ETN sort of just fell to me. I liked him a lot there. And then Kyle Pitts was a little interesting pick. Decided to take a chance on him. Obviously, we know he hasn't been as elite as we expected coming out of the draft, but I think this season he really doesn't have an excuse. He has a quarterback. He has weapons around him, so he's not like the primary read all the time.
Good offensive
He's gonna do
coordinator
good.
as well.
That's it. So there, and then rounding off the receivers, JSN. Don't hate that. I like Blake Corum a lot. It's one of my favorite RB prospects this year. He had a very, very strong campaign in Michigan. Obviously won a natty, so love that. Will Levis is my second quarterback. Take a chance on the kid. Still young, second year in the league. We'll see what he can do. We know his floor. He can average 10, 15 points a week, but we don't know his ceiling yet. Guy can be 30 plus point quarterback some weeks. We've seen him spike this year, so we shall
Especially
see.
that
And
first
then
game.
Ridley. Then here I just sort of went a little bit of depth at receiver. Ridley is my most uncertainty. Williams, taking a chance on him again, and D Hop, the sort of veteran guy that I need. J.K. Dobbins and Chuba Hubbard, just more depth pieces at running back. I'm not expecting these guys to do much, but maybe fill in a few bye weeks, whatever. Malachi Corley is a prospect I really like, and then so is Spencer Rattler. So rounds off my
Nice
team. I think
squad.
I'm a little bit more win now than you.
Yeah, but I still feel like you do have like the flexibility because Burrow is gonna last a while. Garrett Wilson, Young, Tyreek is obviously a win now piece, but even ETN, Pitts, JSN, a lot of young guys. So I feel like you have a bit of
Yeah,
both.
I agree with
Yeah,
that. Let's
team.
go.
We're
Let's
not
go
gonna
in
go through
order
every
here.
team. Yeah, we're not gonna go through every team, but a team that stands out to me is Iheems. I like
Yeah, I was looking
Mahomes,
at him more.
Neighbors, Purdy. His top three is very nice, plus Rice as well as in the fourth. And then later on goes for the win now. I feel like that's really a good strategy in this is to go young with your first 3, 4 picks. And then the older guys are gonna be there. And I feel like you can justify using those later picks on these older guys that can help you win right away. And the younger guys in the early rounds.
Yeah, no, another guy I just want to shout out quick. Noah Dubb, absolutely killing it with the running backs. Jesus. Did
Gibbs,
not
Jake,
hesitate.
Javante, James Connors, and Amir White. That was one of the steals of the draft, Amir White.
Love these running backs. Obviously, like this team a lot more in redrafts than in Dynasty, but I don't hate it. He does have some value here. Only thing he needs to address, I believe, is a wide receiver 3, but he has plenty of running backs to do that. Don't hate this team whatsoever.
Another interesting team. I don't know if this is the type of team I would draft, but it's interesting. Pack Cities. He has an interesting build with JJ and Marvin Harrison. That could be like the top 2 dynasty receivers by like next year or then next year or the year
Look,
after.
his 2 quarterbacks. Oh,
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean when I say it's interesting. Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers by the next 2 years he's going to be on life support at quarterback, but hey, he's got weapons everywhere else. So
I do like that though. That's a very,
yeah,
very win now team. If you're trying to win now, that's what you do.
yeah, that's why. Like I said, it's not a type of team I would draft, but I respect it. It's interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Anyways,
yeah,
I believe that's gonna round off the live stream. Want to thank everyone who joined. Thank you again, everyone who joined in now. Thanks for watching and supporting us. We're on the road to 400 subs. We're one off. Let's hit it
yeah,
and leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed the show. Me and Brandon always appreciate that. And yeah, comment your thoughts. Let us know what you think about free agency. Let us know if you're happy with your teams. If you're happy with the moves they made, what you want to see going forward, and expect a video out sometime this week. Do a little bit of a recap, some dynasty stuff for you guys, and yeah,
yeah. Our next video is probably going to be like a more in-depth recap. We kind of just like we're kind of all over the place with it in this one, just with the mock draft. So we have a more structured video in the next one, and yeah, we'll see you guys in that one.
see you guys.
Bye.